So CAR T cells is a really interesting technology. It's basically taking your own T cells out of your body and engineering them to go after a target that is on your myeloma. So for instance, BCMA is a target that we know is expressed on myeloma cells, on malignant plasma cells. And most T cells in your body don't express a receptor to go after BCMA. So we artificially make them express that vector in the test tube and then give them back to you. And that can cause a very vigorous immune response. That's called CRS, or cytokine release syndrome. And that is often a sign that those new T cells, which are actually yours but have been rejuvenated, that they are working better to kill the myeloma cells. So that's CAR T cells in a nutshell.
This meeting at the BSH had a very interesting session about the delivery of T cells to fight cancer. And we call this type of treatment CAR T cells. In this way of dealing with cancer, we harvest or remove white blood cells from patients with myeloma, and we activate them and we redirect them to go and attack the cancer. So they come out of the body, they go to a laboratory where they are activated, redirected, expanded, and then given back to the patient. This is known as CAR T cell therapy. CAR T cell therapy is now being given to patients across the UK for leukemia and lymphoma and is NHS funded. The development for myeloma CAR T cell therapy is lagging, but there's some really interesting data which is emerging. In today's session, we heard about some of the side effects that we see with CAR T cell therapy, and that's really important for myeloma patients because we need to understand how best to give this sort of treatment safely so that patients can get the benefits from the treatment and have a good quality of life moving forward. The other issue that was discussed today is that the typical process of finding CAR T cells is by taking white blood cells from patients. Now, one of the challenges we have is that once you've had myeloma for a long period of time and you've gone through numerous rounds of treatment, your immune system doesn't work very well. And that gives us a technical problem and challenge in trying to turn a defeated immune system into activated T cells. So one of the interesting data sets that was presented today was the ability to use donor white blood cells from a healthy person and turn those into CAR T cells and give them to a patient without causing any reaction problems from incompatibility. And I'm really looking forward to having a go with using that sort of therapy for myeloma.